Today I'm going to be reviewing these Fricare cone coffee filters that were recently sent to me by the brand to create this video on. So let me kind of show you exactly what it means by cone. So the cone coffee filters are going to be the ones that have the flat bottom and then have that cone shape rather than the round shape. Every coffee maker is going to be a little bit different, and then also size-wise is going to vary as well. So Fricare does make number 2s, number 4s, and number 6 coffee filters, and it's important to note the difference. So the number 6 is designed to fit all 10-cup non-electric cone coffee makers. So that's going to be those ones that are going to be like the pour-over coffee makers. And they also sell number 2, which are designed to fit 2 to 6 cup electric coffee makers and 1 cup non-electric. And then number 4, which is probably their most popular one, is going to fit all 8 to 12 cup cone coffee makers. So just make sure you're looking at the correct one. So they have the number 2, the number 4, and the number 6. And just make sure you're getting the correct one for the type of coffee maker that you are using. So let me go and open this up, show you exactly what you're going to get inside. They do sell a variety of different quantities as well. So what you're looking for is the numbers on them. So number 2, number 4, or number 6. And then the number next to it, so 100, 200, 400, 600. That's going to be the quantity of these that you can choose. So I'm going to open this up. So when you first open up, this is what it's going to look like. So again, these are going to be the number 6s. They have the number 2s, the number 4s, and the number 6s that are available. Let me just kind of show you what this is. So it's not going to be made of like a paper. It's almost going to be made of like a material, like a mesh type of material for these coffee filters. Now I wanted to compare these coffee filters from Fricare to a traditional paper coffee filter. So this is just one from a traditional one that I have here. I just want to kind of show you what it's going to be like. So it's crinkles. It rips, like it's made of just a regular type paper. And then this one is going to be made of that fabric. So you can see it's going to be totally different. It will rip, of course, as well. You can see the way that it rips is going to actually be that like fabric-y type material versus just a thin paper-like material. So this one feels like a... I'm trying to think, like a mesh bag almost. So just like a thin mesh bag. Obviously you can see your fingers through it. So it is rippable, of course, but it's going to be totally different from like a paper. So this is just like a regular paper coffee filter versus this one that's going to be that fabric mesh that's going to be, you can see here it's harder to pull apart there, and it is going to be a lot thicker material. So you can see I can kind of stretch it and it starts to rip, versus this is just going to be paper and it's just going to kind of pull apart. So definitely a much better quality. Now again, you will need to make sure you choose the right size for your application. So you can choose the 6. Most people are going to need the number 4s. So just make sure you choose to get these number 4 filters from Fricare rather than the number 6 filters. Just an important thing that you want to consider. It'll change the size a little bit, and so, you know, for most electric coffee makers that are the cone shape, it will be the number 4s that you will need here, at least here in the US, rather than the number 6s. Let me show you what this is going to look like in regards to fitting in a normal one that has the regular paper coffee filters, the round one, to see if that will fit. So if you have a round one and you're looking at cone ones and wondering what the difference is, obviously this one is going to be much larger. Again, that's because this is the number 6 versus the number 4. And you could technically use this because it's going to kind of squish down, and you could use it in a round one. However, what's likely going to happen is this is not going to fit properly because it's the cone. So you're going to need to find these, make sure you have only the cone if you have the cone shaped one, or then have the round one for that. Now we actually have a pour over one that is currently on the fritz, so I can't actively show it using it, but that's why I got these specific ones, because I've got a large pour over coffee maker. And so how that works is it fits right down inside of there, again being cone shaped, so it's going to be flat and then cone up on the sides, and then you do the pour over into it. And so these filters are going to work great for that. But if you're in a pinch, you certainly could use these cone filters in a round one like so if you wanted to.